ukuthi vale emehlo vale lokuthiwa kokuthi asivulela ngomthandazo.
Asiqineteni. Sesibonga babethu engcele namanje kuseni, sibonga umsa wakho. Sibonga nokuhola umoya ukufika lendawo lapho sitawubhalisa khona umntana wakho. Siyabonga babethu engcele ukuthi etindzaweni tonke wena kweNkulunkulu welithando. Siyathandaza ke namanje kuseni sinikela nenkonzo babethu engcele. Konke ukutawendeka babethu engcele sinikele esandleni sakho. Nasendleleni setawusuka kuhanjiwe sinikele esandleni sakho. Siyathandaza babethu engcele, sithandazela umndeni kaShabangu nokaDlamini nabonke bamadi babethu engcele. Sithandazela nje ukuthi usinikele ukuthula enhliziyweni zethu. Sikwamukele noma kukhulu but siyathandaza ukuthi wena uhlala wethembekile. Sinikela yonke le nkonzo esandleni sakho egameni likaJesu Kristu. Amen.
Siyabonga babe lothabo. Ihlobo sihlangene endaweni besingathi sonke sisitama la. Kepha-ke uNkulunkulu bekade. Kude lokumhlulawo, kude lokumthatha by surprise. Side isihlobo sethu Mduduzi Stanley SHABANGU. Lebe sihlala naye, lebe simati, lebe siphila naye. Ngithanda-ke kubingelela umndeni wakwaShabangu, ngibingelele Malangeni, ngibingelele labe basebenza naye lapha eScott, labe basebenza naye eSwazi Leaves, bangani bakhe, ihlobo takhe, nabo bonke bebaphila naye. Ngegama likaJesu Kristu, amen. Luhlelo sesiphutaphutile ihlobo. Siye singene ngamabomu kusuke kulungiswa nje. Kepha siqhubeka ngale ndlela Mduduzi bekangiyo. Mduduzi was a quiet person. Bekuyimvu lengahlali umuntu. I'm not saying he was perfect, but bekumuntu bekangahluphi umuntu. So sithemba umsebenzi wakhe utawuhamba ngale ndlela bekangiyo. Amen. Esikhathini samanje sitawucela lotasifundzela umlando wakhe Mduduzi.
Wethembekile Jesu, wethembekile Jesu,
Mduduzi. Nitaifunza leo Obituary baada ya singisi. Mduduzi Stanley SHABANGU was born on Sunday, the 27th of October, 1968 in Mbabane to Heshane SHABANGU and Nomsa Dlamini. In his early years, he was raised by his maternal grandparents. He started his schooling with preschool at Msunduza Community Hall, Evelyn, in 1973, and began primary school at Boyce Primary School the following year. In 1976, after the marriage of his parents, he moved from Msunduza to live with them and transferred to Nkambeni Primary School to do Standard 1 and remained at the same school until 1980 when his parents were transferred to teach at Mhlume, and he completed his Standard 5 at Mhlume Primary School the same year. From 1981 to 1985, he did his Form 1 to Form 5 at Evelyn Baring High School in Nhlangano. He started his tertiary education at Scott, where he studied mechanical engineering between 1987 and 1992. His studies were interspersed with apprenticeship work that he did with National Textiles, NATEX. Between 1994 and 1998, he completed a BTech in mechanical engineering with Tech in Johannesburg. Between January and June in 1996, he was an engineering management trainee at Intex Natsapa. From 2000 to 2003, he was the engineering maintenance manager at Heshane Forestry Company, SFC, in Nhlangano. In 2002, Mduduzi and his colleagues started Swazi Lifts, a lifts and escalators company, which began as a trading name under a parent company called Sunroad, and has since grown and become dominant nationwide in the field. From 2004 until his demise, Mduduzi was a lecturer at Scott, where he taught mechanical engineering. Mduduzi died aged 52 on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 in Mbabane after a COVID pneumonia. He is survived by his son, his mother, and siblings. I'll end with a personal note here. I would say obituaries such as this one only offer brief comments on a life as it has been lived. And we all know that human lives are more complex than this, and history will record his contributions in life as those of a man who tried to do his best and who also had his shortcomings, as all of us do. Seneca reminds us that no one ever dies before his time, and that the time that one leaves behind is no more his than the time that passed before he was born. As in the words of the sage, it will be a question, if not us, now who? And if not now, when? The usefulness of living lies not in duration, but in what one makes of it. Mduduzi made good use of his living years, and this is evident in the depths of friendships that he nurtured, and that has expanded our pool of siblings to beyond blood ties. It was a life, as Marjorie Stoneman Douglas suggested, that was lived so vividly and so intensely that thoughts of another life or of a longer life are not necessary. May he rest in peace.
Sobonana kwelizayo, sobonana kwelizayo, sobonana kwelizayo, sobonana kwelizayo.
Siyabonga mpele lawo magama namahle bekakhomba impilo yakhe Mduduzi. Sidamane likhuluma itethu kwenyalo tihlobo sekuqala sidawuhamba eScott ningixolele ngawuzama kwenda iprogram njengoba ibhaliwe njengoba bayihlelile baningathi bani uma ukuthi wena uhlala ukuthi uqala bakabani noma labanjani njengoba ihleliwe ngicela nyalo ukuthi lo bebadumele base eCourt noma eScott kithi labazali.
ngibingelele nonke namhlanje ekuseni egameni likaJesu Kristu, amen. Ngwakadlamini lesibongo ngisebenza e-escort Mduduzi Stanley, amen. Ngithunyelwe nabazala ukukhulumela ipolish lapho khona Mduduzi bekasebenzela khona as a lecturer in the Faculty of Engineering and Science, good department of mechanical engineering. Sisibe Shabangu asimkhalele nani bongosi simililele ngikuhanjelwa Mduduzi. So ucommentile ke program director washo ukuthi Mduduzi was a very quiet man. Umuntu ongawuthandi umsindo. Thina-ke sithina sifika ekolishi safikela kubo uMduduzi, bakhona labanye ama-colleagues lakhona la bantu labazala lesifunza kubo umsebenzi, and bafike basiphatha kahle lokufaka ikhathi iShabangu, who was one of the most experienced lecturer good department. At the same time, he was also humble, a very humble person. Somebody who never complained. No mama bekuthiwa kuyasetshenzwa, no mama bekuthiwa kukhona umsebenzi lokufuna awudelive, bekawenda ngesikhathi nema-timelines bekamuntu lawa mithawo. Sithi-ke boShabangu naboDlamini siyanimkhalela ngokuhamba kwendonsa enjengale. Nathi siyikolishi sishaqekile kakhulu ngekuhamba kaShabangu. Ngicabanga ukuthi lokho sethusa kakhulu ukuthi bese ngeva nalokuthi uphathekile, nalokuthi usesibhedlela. Sive nje sesivalele indzaba letibuhlungu, kwasilimata kakhulu emoyeni. Siyatikhalela ke nathi siyi-institute ukuthi umuntu lo njengaye Shabangu akusiyo umuntu lo ngamreplace amalula, ikakhulu kule field yokufundisa. Njengoba besingishilo nje une-experience practically, une-experience theoretically, and leadership wise he was a very good man. So siyakhala nje sibuhlungu kakhulu nabantwana balahlekile ukuhamba kaShabangu, bakufile ebuhlungu sibabikele abantwana ukuthi ithisha lawo lolo bamfundisa osowuhambile emhlabeni. Siyabakhalela ke nabo Nkosi yami. Ifundo bebatufundisa-ke eShabangu nka-mechanical engineering, ngiletifundo leti-key, the key modules letenta le qualification yaka-engineering mechanical. So lama-colleagues akhe nje asathi lokuthi sithatha izibicenani kuzama ukuthi bantwana sibazame kubanika lowo bengabanika kona Shabangu. As we speak nje kunema-exams lamele abhale bantwana la lebengabafundisa Shabangu, and ama-exams asethiwe wawasubmitha batawabhala abantwana, kepha akasekho Shabangu kona. Sekufuna sibone ukuthi senza kanjani, soma kanjani ema-exams abantwana. So bafishane nje boShabangu nabonkosi nani lihlobo nelongane siyanimastela nonke, siphinde nathi sidingestele siyi-institute. Kunemava lalapha kuSpms 147:3 lapho khona lithi live laNkulunkulu uyabathuthutha labo labathambile enhliziyweni, aphinde abhalishe emanxiba. Sithi nje ukubonga uNkulunkulu, ukubonile uNkulunkulu uyade, uNkulunkulu akabethuki bazalwane ukuthi Mduduzi uhambile. Sonke siyahamba sisendleleni kwethu nje ukuthi sitilungiselele sipakishe imithwalo yethu ihlale isepho.
kahle laphuma ekolisi nembala abantwana balahlekile uma bangamunyi shothi sebati mohle bona sida ucela lapho ngasebenza nabo kaSwaziland ede ngaphambili seta ngaphambili ngicole ihlobo tindlu tangasense tingala usi right bese uthi left.
Amen. Msunduza Ekuseni egameni Jesu. Amen. Mduduzi SHABANGU ihlobo bangani bethu nathi sonke nje lazana esikhona namhla ngabachubeki ngizabonga Shaka nangumlando nawendile wetitfombe ukhepcharishe tilo letikhuluma ngamduduzi lesimadifu kuma namuhla ngikhuluma ngamduduzi. So Mduduzi sihlangana kangena esikoti ayofunda umsana nanganomsana phela wesikanyeka siyangena esikoti siyafunda siyajwayelana siyahlukana-ke ama-internship lekasho fikawasho Shaka ukuthi kusehlukaniza nawe nakugeni ukuthi 1 year in 1 year out siphume singena sehlukane ngena sesicedile ka-92 sihambe sela sikhona khona hambe esikoleni naye nami ngihambe emsebenzini la ngikhona siyahlangana 2004 nasabuye esikoti umkhandla sengisesikoti ngiyafundisa siyahlangana futhi. Sisebenza kanye kanye fika lephupho lekwakhe Nkambeni emakheshi kangwane emva kwesibonile ukuthi emakheshi ento abantu bekambe Eswatini sihlala nelijali sitshele ukuthi wathi lo mlungu walo hayi kunani kuthenzi lokhu ngikhipha abantu lakhathi ningathenzi ukuze kube la Nkambeni kufika more than 20,000 by then kwakuyimali leningi sithi hayi ukuthi ngenja sifike engineering mind sinasha simshiye ke lo muntu ampheli because the supply in government anyway so simshiye sithatha up to investigate we go and consult bese sibiya kwa Shaba babomdu this streamer athi babenza khona emakeshi la kamani ngasuke libona nabafaka emakeshi sithi thina igama labo selonakele noma ngathiwa asifuni ukuqala kusebenza iproduct igama leli sinaqala lelisha lonakale sihamba lonakale lethini. Then that's the vision, okay. But angiva into ibafana. But ngihlanganisa nabanye umuntu mhlawumbe dasitholela abantu. Uthi one time sihambe sena sport na beshabangu. Asihlanganise nabemediphosa. Sixoxe namediphosa simtshele ukuthi this is what we want. Yes, I used to be in a board. Yeah, corner elevators. So I want elevation. As long as we are autism and we are changing, we are happy with any brand. This is talking about Draka Africa, and this is the one by Googling. But yeah, after that, no, I'll arrange one day with the MD Wakakon. He was a British guy, a very nice gentleman. Yeah, there's me resorting from Nelspruit. Arrange the next time. This is some of the maybe postage was given. As long as another MD Wakakon. Slangana and Mduduzi. Abachere was a good man about Fanabas Swati, Bafuna went the money. So you too. That's no, I would say, my service, a corner lesson, I don't pick pen the linear. The linear man has a high court, but I sat no Masaham by. But it has a big pen this year, as you speak. Hamburgers, Kuruma, Avumna, and Passos and Bezel to Posa. Okay, they are over then Zabayus, but our service are paid. But if they find a hole where they need a lift inside, are you saying they mustn't venture into that? As I this doesn't funzele, my daughter, and enough funzana. Okay, Bashu, this is material, no mechanical. It's too easy for me. That's full of mechanical. I'm another segment said same by other words we're doing a British program, a city guilds program, mechanical. Well, another words this would be easy for you. And that's how we started the business. So Nhlangano until we, from that time of 2004, we first got the first job in 2010. Is it? Yeah, 2010. I'm sorry about the time, but I'll try and be brief and stick to what I intended to say to the public and the friends and relatives. So, see, I want to thank the architect who trusted us with the first project, the South African High Commission in Mbabane, Mr. Derek Hoff, for Architect International. Sometimes, as fellow Africans, Swazi blacks, we don't trust each other. But that white man came to us and said, I want this product, and you are the one doing it. I want you to do it here, and if you mess up, I'll tie a stone on your neck and throw it on the sea. And if there's a problem on the lift, I'll drive straight to your houses. That was his strength of appointing a local supplier. And he wanted to deliver a product that the product would be guaranteed to run 24/7. That was our first project in the country, and that's how we broke the market. The second was the Minister of Defense, as one of them, as a associate. Now, so as it is one of the brand in the country, running a corner product. This is the man, Sakaran Island. And I must say to the family, the local the local. designer Mduduzi. That passes a book. It's perfect. Maybe today you get the meaning of it. The arrow, the arrow up and down of the lift. The market that design the escalators. So that was the brain that we had Mduduzi. I've really lost a brother, a friend, a colleague. I'm very sad that Mbu is not here. Mbu, umntana Mduduzi, angamboni la. And I'm very sad. Ngicela bangani mama kwaMbu bamtshele ukuthi lo mntana wakashabangu angento kumpolitiki, but he's supposed to see off his father. Abendimende descend off. I hope ukona mhlamba ngumboni, but ngiyacela akholiswa ukuthi we are here after 2 weeks because of such things. This guy was a peaceful child. He doesn't deserve such. But we thank God that today we are here to send him off in a peaceful way. We sayibambile Nkambeni sinaye sasebenza until this time, nomhla 15 Nhlangano. It was unbelievable. I've never thought I would stand here on this so soon in our life of the company and speak these words. We always spoke about the retirement plans. The company lena soirana, your status is retired. And I remember the last time I was securing one of the property, at the I'll be away of town, but my boy has to get best education around town. So we always focused with what will our life be after retirement. But we couldn't see that. Sometimes after I went to the Middle East, Mduduzi would remain here and manage the company. I know some of our partners in business were skeptical. They didn't understand the way he was dealing with things. I was understanding it because he was so perfect in his, when he deals with something, he will take it through at his own pace. He might not look like he's streetwise in everything. They would doubt him. Until one time I called them and told them, the one who's remaining in the country is our best in the company. If you think it's me, you are mistaken. We were doing a SRA at that time. They were complaining, what you are remaining with is the best we have in the company. And they saw us deliver on 70 while I was away, but it was delivered up to this day. Everyone is happy. So I wanted to prove to them that let our partners understand that. But all in all, we want to thank God for giving us such an opportunity. We've got so many condolences from our partners, Nhlangano, even friends from Kenya, from the Middle East, the local companies, Boyce Primary School, Works, ATM, MA Consulting, Sanlam, Mast, Wenyawanfa, Scott Class of 88, 91, 92, Turkey Friends, Kabul Friends, Corner Elevators, Swaki Management, my students as a Scott, Nyawashi to represent Scott. But all in all, I want to say we have lost a man, Mbele Siyabonga Mage, for bringing such a man. We'll never have a replacement in the company. And as a Scott Bashito, the same thing. It would be very difficult As I'm saying, when I was away, I would ask him to run, to coordinate my errands in the family. We were brothers more than anything. He had my office key, my house keys. I have a wife, but they knew Shabangu has got the key of the house. Because nothing like that, I was frustrated. But so the way we're living, if I had a problem, we coordinate and please help my wife with ABC. Please help my son with ABC. Junior was coordinating with him when I'm away. And the team, so the team, now we coordinate and gotcha. But it sounds like all in all, it would take more time, I'm sorry. But all in all, it sounds like Boma. I've never prepared a speech, that's why I wrote something. I haven't read a thing, I'm talking what I know. The only speech I wrote was Balanga December 2018. And I'm glad. One of my friends normally says, when you love somebody, you tell them something. I think I'll quote one thing that I said to Mduduzi. I made a message to the team for the December function. I say, the message to the team. Give my son.
Mduduzi SHABANGU. Sitawucela lo munye lo wona asazi mhlawumbe basebenza naye closely eDlamini. Bebambika bathi ngisharpstone, abantu sharpstone mhlawumbe kusho ukuthi. But ngicela eDlamini mangweni.
Angathi ukuthi ngiyaqala Mduduzi mina ngakafiki ekusebenzeni mina ngimati escort angithishela wami bathi angake ngifile ukuthi ungithishela the way abenza into ngakhona sonke nje isikhathi ungibani kuye uyafana akuna class kuye yonke into uyenza ngokufana sibani sihambe sahamba sendlule esikolweni saphinde sahlangana emsebenzini le ndlela lesahlangana ngakhona emsebenzini ukati ngimba ungathi ukuthi kungidlala but kwathi naka introduce la kulo msebenzi wathi yabona ke uzwana this is history this is history akaze kube khona umuntu usathile wena nakulesibendawo umuntu asesibambenda wambe wahamba sakhona wasifundisa Mduduzi bonke lebesidzinga abembabe angumngane ayibhosi ngoba angaze ngive kuba ibhosi kwakhe kimi akaze angende ngifile lokuthi hayi lo ibhosi yami bekungumngane naw inkumbi yabangani bambe bahlala bangibutha bathi hayi uthi lo muntu lona uyini la usebenza khona ngithowa ingilungami bathi hayi wena imali le ndlela engiphila ngakhona ayendeki. So sithi-ke ubaba Shabangu sithi 70 takaswazi siyancestela kuloko lokusebenzakalele sisonke kulobuhlungu siyacela ngazo ukuthi inkosi yemusa beyingaba nemusa kini nakithi sibambane kulesikhathi lesi sibe sikhona uma beShabangu mina nje bengathi ukuthi hayi ngalenye ilanga utakushiya athi hayi ngisaya kumake ufuna nawo sikhona nangabe kukhona lokudzinga emandla endvodza sizakuhlala sikhona boShabangu solo nje sisithathe ukuthi usekhona siseceleni kwakho indlela yona. Siyabonga.
Ngicela ukushintsha kancane kude ndoda ukhulume nabangani bakhe Mduduzi.
Thina Jesu siphila ngaye, sisizwa kuye Jesu esiyasinabelela, thina Jesu siphila ngaye, sisizwa kuye Jesu
Shabangu, saya Mbabane, saya Nkambeni. Ni wakamthonza sibongo mina. Ukuqala kwathi Mduduzi kwami ngaqala kumati esikoleni e-high school nga-81. Sifunze naye Mduduzi sawuqeda isikole nga-5 nga-85. Yebo-ke abantu abadala babade bangani ejaji into zale ngatiko kakhulu sihamba uhamba wayesikoti sihamba kanye ngenhlanhla enhle sihamba sesikoti kanye naye ejaji nakoyelenye ifield namilenye ifield nalesikoti la ngakhona ngimitha khona ngokwabandla Sasiceda lapho sabeza tofuna amatoho namatsapha sinaye Mduduzi. Kwente one time saqhasha indlu sayisherisha naye kwenza unyaka phethe sengemva unyaka sishara yena ngashiya so ke into selengati kahle hle nabe ngati kahle hle lesiphilana kakhulu. Ngithi nje-ke Mduduzi bekayindoda elungile engakwazi ukukhuluma akhumbule ngalinye ilanga sixabana nangani nje naMduduzi all these years angumathi kusengakathi usele kuba njani Mduduzi angimathi ngabe ngikhompyutha uqala imali so he was never smiling so umuntu bengathi lo very intelligent. This was very intelligent, but he was quiet, but he was very intelligent. Lot Nkambeni yakhe uyakhona nje kwenta tiko nesikhathi nema-solution esithi menge kunendawo kamsika khona nanami ngiyabonga konke lokho Mduduzi. Nje buhlungu ukuthi nami mhlawumbe ngaze nginte ngitokuma la ngikhulunywa kaMduduzi because ngiyamconsider njengeyangabrother yini kusho ngesikhathi silingana neminyaka ejaji bengimzala nginakuye nje ngicabanga ukuthi kuyangimatural ukuthi yena bekakhuluma emgqabeni wami manje into atenile kanjalo kolokulathambisi kanjalo ngithi sabuye kakhulu ngekuva kuhamba kwami Mduduzi. Sinayo negroup ya WhatsApp ya abantwana baka form 5 Satuze ngama-85 they buried. Now Mbabane they bakhala kakhulu Mduduzi. Bakhala kakhulu. Maybe some of them are on another. There is a taboo kakhulu. Mduduzi was a good man to all of us. Sorry, it was here.
Cela mabeli nampasa Romanian Board of Directors lapha kaSwazini phambili emva kwalowo ngasengicela kodwa ubhica lokhulumela bakaDlamini aphindze akhulumele bomnakabo nabozaziwa manje ngicela babeli nampasa lomele ema-Board of Directors.
Good morning, fellow members. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Swazi Lifts, we are so stressed about what has happened to our colleague. Mr. Shabangu was not just an ordinary person in the company. As you have heard from the history, that the man who stood here talked about the history of Swazi Lifts. He was a pillar in the company. Even in terms of discussion of whatever was taking place in the company, he would be quiet, listening to the deliberations, humbly requesting for all of us to look forward at what would be done to make the company stronger and better in Eswatini. This is the kind of man that was balancing between himself and the partners, in particular with the brother Nhlangano Mbabane. We do not have the same characters. Even as board, we have different ways of looking at things. But when things were getting a bit out of hand, then you would see Mduduzi coming in and say, what if we did this humbly so that there is peace and harmony in the company? As board of directors, sometimes you want to take a hard decision, but when you listen to him, then you consider his humility. You say, here is wisdom that is coming through, and then you would all tone down and make the right decision. This is the kind of man that we are going to miss. However, we still thank God for having provided such a person in the company. A person whose legacy will always linger in the company to make things still continue. Because we will always say, if Mr. Shabangu was here, he would probably have said this. Why don't we take this line? As a company, we are at a loss. And we would like the Shabangu family to know that we are with them through and through. Where there is need for any support, the company is there. And you have a friend that remains behind, that will always represent him. We are looking at the child and his future as well. As a company, what could be done? As you heard from, we call one another brothers because we work as a family. With different ideas, bringing the company together and working together to make sure that it benefits not only the company, but the Swazi nation, the Swatini at large. Because this is the first company that is purely Swazi. And therefore, as a board of directors, we also want to get your support, even from other companies, that they nurture a company that was brought up, that was born out of the efforts of Swazis. We thank you, and please continue supporting the family.
Thank you, Mr. Mpasa, for those words. Sitawucela ukukhulumela Peter umnakabo nabodadewabo nalona ukhulumela bangosi.
Ngibingelele futhi ngishaka kusho siba nkosi ngitawukhulumela mahake kunencwadi la ibhalile usiya ngimfundzele tena khona kuyifunza yena kanje Mduduzi kodwa umntali uqalaphi nje kuvalelisa umntwana wakhe lebebheke ukuthi nguye loyo mvale mehlo naku namuhla ngisela emagama Shabangu ngibuhlungu lengikuvako ngakhanjelwa nguwe ufa kungendele sibhuku inhlitiyo yami yabalisa ngikhalile ngabuta nakuye umdali ukuthi leni nje ngaphindza ngatibuta ukuthi kepha nangabe mine lobuhlungu bufanele bani akusenani Shabangu nakuvumele naNkulunkulu mine ngingathini ngitidudula ngawe ukuthi ube ngumntwana kimi waba ngumngani waba ngumsidi bengathi nje ukuthi nase ngibikile nawukhona dongetela ngaphandle kwembalisa uNkulunkulu ngipha sipho lesihle kuwe utithulele uhlala umamatheke njalo kodwa inkhani belungafakwa ubambene nalabangene waba ngumnakabo Mduduzi ngikuphulisile ngakuthanda wena ungihloniphile azange nangalinye ilanga ungiphakamisele livi noma ungetzelele ngiyakubonga lokho Shabangu noma ngihamba ebantwini ngiyati ukuthi kude lapho unginele khona ungihloniphile impela wangihloniphela nebantu bonke empilweni yami ngibonga nelihlobo lebangani lolungenisile kami bonke bangitele nenhluthu nenhlonipho banginika isigaba sami empilweni yakho Shabangu akukho lapho ngitisola khona ngawo Mduduzi emacebo asimakase atiwa nguye ngetimpilo tethu noma kulukhuni kodwa kumele ukuthi ngemukele phumula Shabangu ungakhohlwa kuboshla uphosaliso ngakini phela ngalenya futhi incwadi ebhalwe nguMhlume akekho la ngawe uyadifundisela ngamfundzela icala ukuthi brother a simple word with different yet profound meanings. You brought that word to life in so many ways. You were a friend, a sounding board, a trusted confidant, quiet, resilient, genuine, and very headstrong. I could go on and on, but all I can say is thank you for being in my life. I will miss our halls, dates, and just the warmth of knowing you. You are there. Shabangu, Mpele Lusata, Lunjene Heshane.
Ishesesiya ngasemaphethelweni luhlelo lwethu. Ngawucela manje lokhulumela baba Shabangu. Emva kwalokho sasesithola live lelivela kuSimakazi le-district lakho. Manje ngicela ukuthi awukhulumela eMabele ede ngaphambili.
Siyanibingelela enkonzweni namhla. Ngimbuso lempilo lami Shabangu sibonga. Sibaba Shabangu ngenkosi yami sithi sesidivile tonke inkulumo. Bangani babe basebenza naye nabo bonke babe bafundisa naye uBoyce sebakhulumile abantu benkosi bamchaza Mduduzi lokusijabulisa nje ukuthi bamchaze njengalendlela esimadingana kanti so sibakashabangu sithi asibonge kulawo magama ezivuto solo kwendeka lokhu ngokuhamba kweminyaka yethu solo bantu basidududa sithi hey lawo magama asho lukhulu kithi singumndeni wakwaShabangu silahlekelwe ngesonke singumndeni njengoba phela Mduduzi lo nathi singemabhele bese sibuke ukuthi nangikhaya lakithi liyavuma kepha nase sekujubekele nje nathi kusilimate kakhulu lokubekuhlungu futhi ngibona ukuthi nasomndeni simkhulu nje thina abanye besingakeva nalo suphathekile kepha-ke sonke siyazi ukuthi lesimo kulamalanga sisho ukuthini so siyazikhalela nje kakhulu singemabhele sikhalela nabo bonke abantu lathenzane nabo ekuphila kwabo sithi nje sibonga kunenonke lendile lapha ekuseni nitosithuthutha sitothuthutana futhi sithi ngalawo magama bakashabangu siyabonga nje ukuthi naku sikule nkonzo le siyaqala lo hambo sisatohamba siyekhaya siyoqhubeka nomsebenzi sithi siyathandaza uMdali ukuthi simane sihambe kahle endleleni size sifike lapha siyombeka khona endlini yakhe sithi ngalawo magama nginonke lenkhona la ndini siyabonga sibonga lelo lusito kusibambisa ukuthi ekugcineni sigcina umnayo ethu siyombeka endlini siyabonga
Uqala ingcebo isasukuba ikasiphalile khona
Thank you.
ngiyabingelela tihlobo tami egameni lenkosi yethu Jesu Kristu. Amen. Ngicela ukuthandaza kafishane ngifunze ilizwi laNkulunkulu ibe lemagama lambalwa. Nkosi, life is a gift from you. Siyabonga Nkosi usipha Mduduzi nemisebenzi Nkosi lemikhulu lesivile ukuthi uyendile eveni. Qinisa Nkosi ihlobo ngokwehlukana kwato nama-colleagues nabo bonke Nkosi bantwana bakho labalimele ngokuhamba kwaMduduzi. Usisa Nkosi nekufundwa kwelivi lakho. NgoKristu Jesu siyathandaza. Amen. Ngifunda incwadi yamaHubo chapter 116. Lafunza verse 17 kuphela. Ngiyawunikela kuwe nomhlatshelo wekubonga. Ngikhuleke kusimakathe ngibonga libito lakhe. Ngifuna ukuthini kafishane tihlobo tami lethandekako. Personally, angimati Mduduzi, ngathi babe ngumalo. But listen ngikutfolile solokulandwa kusukela sifikile lana. Ngisala nemcondo omunye lokuthi Mduduzi ube sibusiso in the 52 years of his life. Amen. Hence, ngihleli lapha bengawufunza lelinye ivesi. But the legacy lesitshelwe ngayo la ngaMduduzi ingente engafunza leli vesi. I-gist yaleli vesi ithi asibonge. Oh, amen. Sibongani, asibongi kufa. Sibonga impilo. Nkulunkulu lasiphe yona ngaMduduzi. Singumndeni singekwehlukana nangema-colleagues ngekwehlukana kwawo. Ngithemba ngevakala. Nayi is secret. I'm an old man. Nayi secret yokuphila. Be thankful for big and small things. Tell you a short story and I sit down. The ntombatana mtahero yaneko from Japan. Alpomana 18 weminyaka make wakhe wahambe emhlabeni. And this girl said to herself, I cannot live without my mother. What decided I would say, I will throw myself to a moving train, and she did that. Ngemusa waNkulunkulu, she survived that accident. Oje walahlekelwa yimilende yakhe yomibili. Nesandla sakhe sangasenxele. Uthi maphaphama esibhedlela, she could not believe that she was still alive. And this is what happened. She decided ukuthi utawuqhubeka endele attempt yekuthatha impilo yakhe wanatha amaphilisi asesibhedlela wantando bathi overdose. And again, miraculously, she survived. Uma aphaphama uthi, I do not have my feet, I don't have my arm, but I have my right hand with 3 fingers. I want to live. I thought I could not eat nor talk, but guess what? Ngiyakhona ukukhuluma, ngiyakhona ukudla. Waqhubeka waphila Tahara. Nkulunkulu wambusisa ngemiyeni lo ngumfundisi wabapha abantwana lababili. Eza ngikhuluma nyalo uhamba lonke live laseJapan ukhuthaza abantu ukuthi noma simo sinjani, when you choose umukhetha kufocusa on the positive. Ngiyathi kwente kanti hlobo ithi iBhayibheli, a merry heart is good medicine, but a broken heart dries up the bones. Ngithi emndenini bantu abakethu ebuhlungini beno, focus on the good life. A man was complaining one day, Mbele, ufika efrijini yakhe, uvula ifriji, lamafriji lamakhulu, banako konke la ekhaya beswele. Ukhanza abantwana bahlipitile la efrijini. He wants to complain and say, labantwana bendani, make ume la eceleni. Uthi lo make kulo myeni wakhe, uyambona sofuna complain. Uthi honey, aren't you thankful? There is food in the fridge. Asibonge kunekudla la fridge, kunebantu labalale bangakadli twana. Nayindzaba bantu abakethu. Kubuhlungu njalo. Asimbonge uNkulunkulu. Ngokusipha najahanale. Somebody said, I think it was you, he said he was not perfect. Who is perfect among us? None of us. When you do that, you will be amazed ukuthi uNkulunkulu utanendela angitheka. Inkinga lemhlambe ikhona, uNkulunkulu utatikhweshisa. uNkulunkulu wamsa anibusise ngicela ukuthandaza. Baba wethu lothandzekako, sinikela Nkosi umsebenzi wonke etandleni takho. Kude Nkosi lesawukwenda siphumelele uma ungekho ngakithi. Sahanjwa Nkosi, siphe umusa wendlela. Wonke Nkosi umsebenzi loda wendiwa kube nepunye nekubambisana ngoJesu Kristu. Amen.
No, I didn't teach.